Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Oath PUBG team, and we're going to be answering some of your questions.
Start with the questions from Reddit. Alright, I'm just going to go from top to bottom because they were upvoted. Alright, this is addressed to the whole team. The question is, the question comes from Bala Chora. He's a FaZe Clan fan, according to Reddit. He said, when are you guys changing your drops loot spot to Pachinki, my dudes?
Next year.
Next year?
Never.
You guys?
When Tiggleton quits because we'll never win a hot drop against him.
Yeah, that's true. Australians do go crazy.
Nah, I like my loot spot.
Yeah, probably not.
No, middle power is like low-key trash though.
Power kind of good.
The loot's good, but the spot on the map is dog.
True.
Until you get a multi-power zone and a best of
Told
fucking best of 18.
But we haven't gotten one of those in a final in a while.
Skip down a few questions here. It comes another question on Reddit. It came from Spectrum_Prez. It relates to our loot spot again. He said, with fewer Milta Peninsula circles nowadays, is the primary drop spot still worth it? So we kind of roll these into,
Yes, it is. Specifically for the loot.
Yeah, the loot's nuts.
One thing I would say is that, one, we have been getting a few more power circles as of recent patches, so that's kind of nice. We've been waiting like a year to get those. And two, that's probably the hardest corner of the map to rotate into. If there is a Milta power circle, it's probably one of the hardest ones to get into. I think everyone can agree with that one, so we like starting in the middle of that one.
Yeah, and we also have good access to melee.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
getting on the military is really easy for us, so I don't think we'll be giving up our loot spot anytime soon. And 3 vests are kind of OP. Especially when you're fighting on the edge. Alright guys, this comes from Justbo-Leave, L-I-E-V-E on Reddit. He said, if PUBG were to go to teams of 5, who would we scoop up as our 5th player? You can have anybody, any team, doesn't matter about if they're signed to an org or not. Who are we scooping up as our 5th?
I'm
Steal
taking
Fex from
I'm
FaZe?
getting facts.
I'm down.
I'm getting facts. 100%.
I actually thought of Fex too.
That's the
I'm
first player.
getting an MPK.
We're yonking him.
My first, I would go with Flood, my first choice.
Flood was my second pick, but I like facts.
Flood is
He's
pretty
too
nasty
cute.
lately.
I can't have feelings for one of my teammates.
We got to keep the average age of the team down, so recruiting a 14-year-old would probably be smart.
True, actually.
And we get the Australian buff. You know, Sonics and TSM both have the Australian buff. So we need one as well, the OCE buff. So Floods might... What about you, Bell?
Facts, for sure.
Facts? We got 3 facts. And what'd you say, Cake?
No, I'm picking up a Korean, man.
He's all PO.
I got PO, MPK, Qon, somebody.
Yeah. Well, alright.
Netflix?
There we go. 3
Nope.
facts, 1 Flood, one for any Korean. Maybe this one's more directed at the team, but maybe Kick specifically. This comes from Bartonovich on Reddit. It said, what is the secret behind being so much better than the Sonics? Anybody?
There's no secret. Because they're the best team in the world.
Not getting tilted after you don't win one tournament.
Oh, true. Yeah, maybe our
There you go.
mentals
That's the
are...
best.
We've been
There
getting
you go,
beat
that's
down
the-
by MC format so long that we're just impervious to it now. We just bounce back. Game 12 doesn't matter. Qualify.
Yeah, it's only a minor tournament, so.
True, it's only a minor tournament.
That's only a minor.
If it was a major one, they would have won.
True, so maybe Bartonovich, maybe we're secretly not so much better than the Sonics. No, we probably are. Alright, this comes from
Deep down.
Vanity_Slave on Reddit. He said, for any of us or the team, so Shasta in general, he said, do you guys feel NA has improved much since 2020, last year? If we've gotten better? And if you're able to choose what regions deserve more or less spots, how would you give those out to each? I think maybe he's referring to Americas, or we can talk about other regions in general.
I think NA has
Let's
improved.
go to the first part. Do you think
I
NA's
think-
gotten better?
I think NA has gotten better only because of South America. We have,
Yeah.
we have the top South American teams playing now, so that's what makes NA better.
I do think that, from my point, my job's literally to watch. The top 3 are still the strongest. Us, TSM, Sonics, in whatever order you so choose. Obviously, we're the best. But the likes of Dig, SG, Gas Cans, Dodge, they are other threats now. They're not they're not as established as us. But I think that's NA's I guess like North America specific, I think has gotten a little bit stronger.
I think it's very similar.
But I'd say, I don't know, because there's definitely been like a little more of a consolidation of power. Like Zenith became Dignitas, and they got like the best South American player. We got the best other player from that wasn't on one of the top 3 teams at Kick. So I think these teams have gotten like a lot stronger. They're just maybe a year behind us in growth.
Yeah, I don't think NA's gotten better. I think the better teams have gotten better, but I think the skill gap is actually way more.
I agree with Kick there for sure.
Like there's only 8 good teams.
I think the region isn't better. I think the good teams are better.
I think North American specific hasn't gotten any better, but I think what we're playing against right now has gotten better.
Which is an interesting point. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I like the reason the team like Sonics did so well internationally, or Zenith, or even us, like we performed well, like we were in every final, is because our region has such a big skill gap. The best teams get used to winning, and that's like part of the game. Like is like knowing how to win and when to win. And if we were like competing against like the top teams all the time, you don't win every game. But like you're not always placing well. But like we're always placing well. And, like Sonics is always placing well, and TSM. So I think like that has a big factor. And if you're able to choose what regions deserve more or less spots, how would you give those out? Let's just do like NASA. Do you think the split's good, or do you think it should be changed?
I don't think
No.
any region should be directly given a free pass.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree
If
with
you're
that.
playing the same tournaments, I don't care about ping. Kind of don't deserve to go over teams that are doing better than you.
I agree. I mean,
I mean-
I would say if we're playing in the same region, like as far as like tournaments, I think we should do all the same things.
I think it's worth noting though that like we would only get 4 slots usually, and SA would get 2, but now it's technically like 5-1. So like we can't really complain that it's like that. It's just how it is.
In my opinion, I think the only region that deserves another spot would be Oceanic.
Agreed.
True.
I think Fury should be guaranteed going to a championship.
Is there another good OCE team though?
Other than Birmingham, no. But Birmingham.
No,
to beat
there's not.
It's
Fury
not OCE,
Fury
is
didn't.
what he's saying. Fury's the only good OCE team.
Yeah, I'm saying Fury is the only good OCE team. Why would they need another spot?
Isn't
I agree
Birmingham
with
OC?
No,
No,
that's
bro, what?
They're Thailand.
Oh, I mean,
They're Southeast Asia.
I thought it. Okay, never mind. I'm trolling.
Bro, what?
It's okay. You can be
Bro,
stupid because now you
Bro,
said it.
does Edie have an Australian accent or something? What's going on?
I know they're not
Bro,
from
every time I
Oceanic.
go on Edie's Twitch chat,
No,
I'm
no.
like, man,
I know
these
they're not.
Australians
I know
go
they're not
wild.
from. I know they're not from
It's the
Oceanic,
APAC
but they're from
region.
APAC. Yeah, the APAC.
Yeah,
it's
Like that's what I'm
APAC.
saying.
Yeah, but
It's
what we're
APAC.
talking about main regions.
They're talking about
Well,
only like those.
the tournaments they play to qualify from are in APAC, and they compete against each other.
Yeah, that's
what I'm
the same
talking about.
argument as like us with NASA. So, what teams or players did you guys enjoy playing against in PGIS?
Wait,
What
what
teams and
or
players?
do we enjoy playing against?
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I feel like that's a weird question because like, why would we enjoy like playing against a team? Like, I feel like that's like saying they're either bad or good. Like, we're not going to enjoy playing against good teams. Or like,
I enjoy playing against.
well,
MCG.
no. Well, yeah, I just mean like why would we like enjoy playing against like Genji if they like shit on us every fight?
I'd say we enjoyed playing against Burium, and we're gonna enjoy hot dropping them every single game.
I hated Brew. They did the dumbest shit to me.
No,
man.
we love
You're on
Brew.
Oath now, and Oath.
Every time I would die to them, they would just fucking randomly drive across the map into me and then die right after I die.
I enjoyed
enjoyed
playing in
Oath
lobbies
more.
against like every best team in the world though for sure.
I think MCG was
When the lobbies
lot
are
of fun.
good, like a lot better, less unexpected stuff happens, and that's always been a thing that happens across PUBG. So it's more predictable in some circumstances.
we were hot dropping MCG for literally a compound, and we like became friends with MCG towards the end.
We got another PGIS question here. It came from Hypebeast-Jaku on Reddit. He said, how is dealing with the PGIS stress-wise for a roster with such young people with presumably less life experience? So how'd you guys deal with the stress?
We all gave up by like week 4, and then like we tried our best again in week 6, but like we failed miserably again. So yeah.
I'd say,
I mean,
as the
all memes aside,
overarching-
I don't think we did. I don't think we handled it very well. The only reason we actually managed to get so far with all the stress was because of Trevor. So
I would say as like the adult at the at the event, it was hard. I mean, it was hard for me, and like it was the reason it was so tough was because we we got told right like as we're getting there, like, oh, we're gonna play this new style, like the rules changed, and the way the payout structure was there, like only getting top 4 to get paid. Like there was multiple times, like we were top 8 almost every week. We only had like one of the weeks where I think where we were like finished poorly, but I mean we made it to every final, and we're always finishing in the top 8. And these are the best teams in the world. Like these are the hardest games we've ever played as a group, and we just never got like lucky enough in one of the finals, or like it just was so hard to never get rewarded for the amount of effort we were putting in.
I mean, we were also in like different loot spots, so it was really hard getting used to being behind like so many teams, and like we weren't good enough at doing what we needed to do in like certain lobbies.
Like we will never. The first thing we all said when we got home was, "We'll never loot Los Leones again, and we'll never loot military."
Yeah. Oh God.
It was a stressful experience for sure, and I think it even showed in the first ESL event of this year when we came home. Like, even though we should have been honeymooning with Kickstart on our team, like I think everyone was so burnt out for months after that event. I think this last ESL event was the first event where we like were having fun playing the game again. Everyone was feeling really good, and I think it showed in how we played in that final. Although every time we come down to the wire and we haven't won a game yet, I just get these PGIS gut feelings, and it's just the worst. I'm going to lose all my hair before this year's over.
We didn't really deal with our stress either. I mean, we were doing bad at the beginning of PGI. Like, we weren't doing bad, but we just like weren't making money at the beginning. But girlfriend and sitting in 618 with 8 other depressed kids, I guess, is the only thing.
The team was a hotel room, and it was right next to mine, and I could hear the children screaming.
Yeah, anytime I was in Trevor's room, all I heard was fucking...
Shiva! Shiva!
Picture camera.
Chin wiping on the wall, and then he'd run over to my room with a cup and put it against... So I can't hear nothing.
He was so stupid, bro. He was so convinced that the rooms weren't up against each other.
Shut the hell up, I'm trying to go to bed. Huh? Jesus, man, that was a good time. All right, this is a question for all you guys, and then I can answer it as well. It said, this comes from Deceptive Creed 0702 on Reddit. He said, at the team, do we really need a coach in PUBG esports?
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
My boys. Kick?
No.
Not at all.
Oh,
I think you need a psychologist more than a coach.
I mean,
Honest opinion.
PUBG has a lot of like macro things going on, like random teams doing stuff, and like having like an outside point of view is like always useful.
I think okay, how I would answer this question is I think and it gets confused a lot in
PGI
esports in general, is like my role on the team, and I think the role of like any of like my peers in the space, like Gunner or Sologic or Dids on FaZe or 17 on Liquid. It's not like I'm not here to like teach these guys how to play PUBG. Obviously, they've all played as long as I have, and we're much better at it than I am. That's why I'm coaching in there. You know, those who can't do teach. And but I gotta wear a lot of hats, and I think every coach does. Like I gotta be borderline psychologist when they're feeling stressed.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Like, I gotta, as far as like Relo and I have talked about, or like Kick now is included in those conversations, or everybody. Like I got to be an analyst. I got to figure out what people are doing. And, like they respect how I think about the game, and I respect how they think about the game. We're similar paths, and like we developed like just in this last tournament. We even after the tournament, we've developed a whole new way how to play certain circles on Miramar, and we've spent like countless hours in customs and talking about it, and that kind of like pre gaming, like pre macro stuff is I think really important for coaches. And then just, I mean, I have a lot of experience in competitive sports my whole life. Like I grew up playing like really competitive games. I've had a lot of coaches, so I try to bring a lot of that stuff in and like team bonding type stuff. And I got to be friends with the guys too. So I think I'm friends with all of them. That's why they're gonna give me crap. I'm gonna give them crap. But
yeah, I think a huge thing was like you know in a sports game at like halftime, if the team's doing bad, like you meet up and the coach like gives like a speech and stuff like that. Like that was a big thing at like PGI. Like we'd have like really rough games, like rough shit happen. Like we needed to win, so if we came hot off of like a 15 kill third, we'd all be mad. And then like if I was like pissed, having like a 5th person there to like calm me down or calm everyone else down, or make Bale talk or something like that was like always really useful.
I'd pin Jake against the wall and be like, dude, just you need to chill out and get through this. But
talking dirty to me in a corner, it was useful.
I will say that coaching in North America with the rule set surrounding coaches is probably the most frustrating thing in the world. And I know Gunnar and I know Logic from Sonics. They both will express the same things. We've talked about it in depth. Because like the way I coach during the tournament is I can hear them in my earbuds, but I can't talk to them. I'm full muted, and I'm on a 25-minute delay, so I can't see what's going on. I can only like visualize what's going on. So like my stress levels are as high as them, if not higher. Obviously, we'll argue about like when they're in that final qualifier game, and I hear like Bale gets mated, and like Jake like turns, he's 1 HP and kills a guy, and I'm like trying to like visualize it. That stuff's so stressful. And then like then all I hear is like the elation from when they win, or when they lose like in a final circle. It's like it's so tough. Like working through that. Like being in person, like being at the LAN was so awesome, and be able to be like, all right, come down, let's talk about the stuff. So yeah, I think I like to think my role is important. I like to think I help the team. This comes from Bunar on Reddit. He said growth greater than...
It's Bonar actually. That guy's a loyal Twitch viewer.
Loyal Twitch viewer of Snakers, Bonar. He said growth greater than peanut. Any thoughts on that, guys?
And what?
Growth
Peanut.
better than peanut. All right, I'll type it in.
That's the OG PGI meme.
Earnings check.
I don't understand anything about that one.
You said earnings check. That's true, man.
We're online now. That's all that matters.
Peanut kind of gave us the earnings check.
Hey, growth won.
Got your ass.
Growth won in the end. We got the best player in the world, so that's all that matters.
This came from Gorilla Fanboys, Shoot to Kill fan. R.I.P. Shoot to Kill.
Oh, we can just skip this one. That's fine.
Yeah, never mind. We'll just go ahead and skip that one. This is for Bale and he has 4 questions in here. I'm just gonna pull one. It just said, do you guys have a training like daily routine? If you do, what does it consist of? Everything, not just gaming, like everything you do to help your game. That's a routine that you stick to daily. We can talk about. Let's just talk about in tournament. Let's talk about during tournaments. During tournament.
It doesn't really change. It doesn't really change for me. I mean, it's just sleep, diet, gym, and scrims. That's all.
Yeah.
Wake up 4 hours before I play. Maybe like 5 or 6. I don't know. And then make sure I warm up for at least 3 hours. Maybe play some aim labs. Definitely play training mode TDM the whole time.
Okay. Bale, what do you do before your game days?
I just TDM. That's it. Wake up, TDM for the games.
Jake?
For how long?
Like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I mostly just play TDM and just think about the games like every single minute of every hour before and after until it's over.
That's true. He doesn't know how to forget.
Sounds accurate.
Sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So you guys. This is for Bale and Relo specifically. This came from SMOB Smob_OSRS, old school RuneScape, I guess. They said for Relo and Bale, who has the bigger ego, Kickstart or Snakers?
Okay, hold on 3 Bale. One.
Wait. Let me think.
On 3. On 3. Come on.
Alright, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Jake.
Kick.
Well, it is what it is.
No,
I guess I'll serve as the tiebreaker here.
Oh,
And all I'm
shit.
gonna say is that he did just hit us with an earnings check, and he likes to do it all the time.
That is true. He does earn
Don't do that shit as a joke.
As a joke.
That's what you
Oh,
want to
it's a
say.
joke.
That's what you want to say.
Guys, Bill, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. This is now the Balefrost section of questions. All
right, let's get him going.
Ton of Balefrost questions. All right. The first one comes from Matt Vegas PUBG. He said, "Does Balefrost enjoy team business meetings?"
Something about team business meetings. They're nice, you know.
I would say
Yeah, they're nice. They're
I would
nice.
say every about 25 seconds in a team business meeting, if we have to talk about something, whether it's just even VOD review or whatever, Bale's deafened or
He
gone.
forgets what day it is.
Or gone.
He goes to
Or
get
he
some
comes
water.
back.
If we do a custom match just to go look at a spot on the map, we'll all be flying around or like driving around the area. Bale will be 1,000 meters away with an M16.
Actually, though, yeah, actually.
I'd say yeah, he's right on target when he's having those. All right, the next thing comes from Chubbs Chuba Booba. He said, "To Balefrost, has anyone ever physically picked you up and put you in a trash bin?"
No, never.
Not yet.
Never.
Not yet.
Nope.
Chubbs.
That's happening at PGC. Just
PG, I got you. Don't worry. The next one comes from Corsac PUBG, a new member of United.
Oh, here we go.
Congrats, Corsac, on the pickup. He said, how often does Balefrost complain about, in air quotes, his kills getting stolen?
Whenever Snickers takes the kill.
Ooh.
Whenever Snickers takes it.
Like I'll get a kill. I'm like, oh dude, that's nice. You know, we got an extra kill, and then
It's my kill.
No
Dude,
chance
that's
you
my
got
fucking
that.
kill.
It's my
Yeah,
kill.
actually, with the new format with kills not getting stolen, one of the rules I'm trying to implement into their brains is
Not stolen.
Our kills weren't stolen; they were flushed. Because kills don't matter if we're getting the win. So my kill got flushed as our new call out.
Like Bell can get like 8 kills in a comp game, but if the game ends with like me taking the last one and he's like, dude, you stole that, I don't care about the first 8 at all. I just forget about it.
All right, this one from this is to the team. This is back on Reddit, but it came from AK for Life Boy. He said, "Are you guys sure Bale isn't 13?"
No.
I mean, I've never seen his ID.
Going on forever.
This is a debate that's been going on since Bale's been on the team, and I still don't know the answer.
we were
Bell could have used fake IDs this whole time.
until we met him in Korea. We weren't sure, but then I'm still unsure after that.
But then it
I meant
confirms
in
it.
Sweden. What? I meant to
Oh,
be
true,
Sweden.
Sweden.
I mean, Trevor wasn't in Sweden.
I was.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys met during MPL.
That's true. I did meet
We
Bale
did.
at MPL. We did meet at MPL, and I had to walk over to you and be like, Bale, hello. We played so much together. What's up, dude? And you were just like, hey, nice to meet you, Trevor.
Bro,
That's how it is.
I was just like, hey, man, like, nice to meet you. And you're like, hey, dude. Okay. Yeah, there was another question that was somewhere
He's so
along there,
red.
like, how old do we think Bale is? We'll just kind of wrap into that one. I'm pretty sure he's 20. And then this last one, this is gonna wrap up our Balefrost section. This came from Colton PUBG on Twitter. He said, does Balefrost have trouble breathing with the lack of oxygen inside Kickstart's backpack?
No comment. No
Yes.
comment. No comment.
Oh shit.
It's a pretty tight space, but he's a small guy.
I'm pumping oxygen into the backpack at least, so I think he's fine.